Shalom Makim, brother Kamama Har back at it again. First thing first, I'm gonna give all praise to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, Bahasham, and qadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders who learned the truth from GMS. Blessings to the Akim out there preaching his word, YAHAWAH true sincerity. And blessings to the 144,000 and the one third entirely. And the house of David to be Yahawah. And Shalom to brothers out there speaking in different tongues, looking in different nations. Shalom. So today, brothers, I wanted to put up a video up on the spiritual power, man. I'm seeing these rough times coming up, Jacob's trouble, different things of that nature. But when Esau coming like a flood, though, because he had a short time, we're gonna need some divine intervention to be able to protect ourselves. Lord willing, I'm one of those men, and all the men out there preaching the word with whole true sincerity. We're gonna need spiritual power in order to defend ourselves. If not, it ain't gonna go down that way. But the Lord said He's gonna endow His men with spiritual power, and that power is going to be unexplainable. It's going to be, flat out just unreal to see. Brothers are going to be flying around, running super fast, manipulating elements, just getting busy out here like Avengers or Superman or Dragon Ball Z or whatever. And the Lord going to turn that knob up, man. And when that power comes, it's going to be like Dragon Ball Z. I got a video I actually want to put up through the spirit, just to give brothers comfort on a depiction of what power is like. But we don't know what the power of Yahawah Yahawashi is going to be, but it's going to be something that this world is never going to be able to fathom, especially on this side. Before we get beamed up, Lord willing, one of those men again, when it comes to Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau going to be busting down on 2/3 of our people. It's going to be FEMA camps. It's going to be forced labor. It's going to be not labor, but like forced vaccines and forced market of beach. It's going to be mandatory. They're going to have their armies out here. There's going to be tanks in the streets. Most likely the UN going to come out of nowhere. It's going to be like the Purge or Bushwick out here. And, Lord willing, He blesses brothers, and, all the elect is going to be safe. That's what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, though, the Lord's going to set it up in a way where brothers going to be able to defend themselves with some powers that it's going to be real. So I want to get some scriptures. I think the first one I'm gonna bring first is, let me bring out Revelations first, because Revelations is going to be, one of the things that 12 and 12. For a while we're going to need this situation. It says, therefore rejoice. Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right. Now, I said this before. Most times that like a coward or so, think like a coward. Like if you you about to lose, or you feel as though it's your last game. Most sports players do it too. It's your last game. It's one of those things you call go out with a bang. So once you put a person in that mindset, that's a very dangerous person. And Esau is already wicked, and they already dangerous already as it is, because he got that blessing as a sword. So when Esau come in like a flood, it's going to be some things, man. It's going to be a sight that no one's ever seen before, like in Jacob's trouble. The Lord said it's going to be like a time never seen before. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring that out, just off the strength, because Daniel 12 and 1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, and everyone that shall be found written in the book. And say those people that shall be delivered, 144,000 men. That's part of that. The people that shall be delivered, they're gonna get spiritual power to be able to, knuckle back. You know what I'm saying? Because look, as I'm telling you, because what's gonna happen is, the men of the Lord gonna be protected. Brothers gonna be getting out of some crazy situations, like scarcely, like the scriptures say, and it's gonna be times where it's time for that power to come out. Kind of like King David, like King David or Samson. It's gonna be, or what's that? 1 Samuel 23 with David's mighty men. We're gonna be the mighty men again, man. As a matter of fact, let me go and bring that out too. What's that? Amos 9 and 11. That's perfect for right now. It says, Amos 9 and 11 says, in that day will I raise up a tabernacle of David, that is fallen, right? And close up the bridges thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as the days of old. Because back in the days, man, yo, we was getting busy. So I can read 12, but that was the point, you know, because the Lord is gonna make us like David was. But let me bring this video out, man, because there's a point in time where you know, because we're the feeble, we're the weak. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, you know, we're considered the feeble and we're the meek. And the Lord says he's going to build, the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and he's going to build it as the days of old. That's a powerful. So, but I got this video where there's going to be a point in time where a Samson moment going to happen, and we're going to be in a bad situation with Esau. And once we do, the Lord gonna put a spirit on brothers and really, really, really turn up out here in a way that's like Chronicles, or like you can look at like shoot the Avengers, DC, Marvel, however you want to put it. But before I bring the script out, let me go to the book of Isaiah, and I'm gonna correlate it in there. The book of Isaiah 40 and okay, no. You know what? 59:19. I'm gonna go 59:19 first, because that's like what I really wanted. So it says 59:19 Isaiah. So shall they fear the name of Yahawah Bahasham from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood and took my Esau, the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham shall lift up a standard against them. Right? Because listen, it's going to be a time. I keep saying the same thing because I can definitely see this. There's going to be brothers, there's going to be families, children, things of that nature, and they're going to be in a position where maybe surrounded by 30 Edomites. What you gonna do, man? You can't gonna be able to do nothing. The only way you're gonna survive that thing is spiritual power. And then it's gonna be a moment of fed upness and anger and everything. And the Lord gonna endow that power through the Holy Spirit. And it's gonna just be gold mission. And it's gonna be nothing Edomites can do. No matter how many numbers they got, they going down. Especially when the Lord get that power up. Because it's gonna lift up that standard against them. Let me go to that. Let me go to this vid one time, because I thought this was like, I thought this video right here of Goku turning Super Saiyan 5. You know, everybody's against all odds. You know, it looks like, you know, nobody can win, and Goku come on the scene, and just like everybody's powered up. They try their best, but there's a standard that was lifted with Goku and this one going Super Saiyan 5. It's fan made, cool, but it's perfect. It's a perfect video because, you know, there's already things going on already, and then Goku lifted up a standard that was higher, that was able to defeat the person that there was in me, and also showed fear to the enemy that they was dealing with, which also scriptures too. They're gonna fear the men of the Lord. And matter of fact, so I can promise that just let me just bring this one last script out before I bring that video up, just to correlate that one more time. It's let me see. Let me go to Leviticus 26. Yeah, Leviticus 26 and it says, okay, Leviticus 26 and 7 and then 8. It says, and you shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemy shall fall before you by the sword. Right? You see that right there? Now it says you shall put 10,000 to flight. They're gonna be wanting to flee from you. And here's a good video through the spirit on why this is gonna go down, especially the circumstance that I created upon the video. The fact that there's already an enemy on the scene that obviously nobody can really deal with, because can't nobody beat Esau with a sword. That's their blessing. It's not going to happen. But when the Lord lifts that standard up, that's that standard gets lifted up, that's going to be able to fight Esau. And this is a perfect through the spirit of how Goku lift up a standard to be able to fight this enemy that nobody could beat at their particular standard power. Watch this. Watch the face of this enemy, and think about Leviticus 26 and 7.
We'll see soon. You won't stand a chance either, Father. We'll see soon enough. You ready?
Now this is my as a man, this is me. This is me through the spirit. I can literally, Lord willing, to go down just like this too. That'd be phenomenal. If the Lord gives power to his men, and then they come upon them and make them like, do like a battle cry or something and transform into something. Oh man, that'd be amazing. But the Lord can do whatever he want to do. But here's a good video through the spirit.
Dad's power level is already matching my new form. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Me neither. No way. Dad, what are you doing? Found a way to go past Super Saiyan 4!
See that power is like on a level they never even seen before. This was perfect because the power that's been seen got everybody shook. Like, whoa, like, damn, like we ain't gonna be able to look at the enemy's face. Leviticus 26 and 7 and 8. We're talking about 5 of you shall chase 1,000 and let's get back to the scripture then. 1 of you shall chase 1,000, and it says Leviticus 26 and 8, and 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemy shall fall before you by the sword. Right? See, you know what I'm saying? Because and that's what's gonna happen, man. When they see that great power, man, they're not gonna know what to do. All you're gonna be able to do is just run. But that's cool because we coming for that ass, especially when it comes to Jeremiah 16:16, which I can bring out. But with that standard being lifted up, man, I wanted to bring out Luke 10 and 19. This because as soon as Esau coming like a flood, man, they're gonna have all these ships and all these different things and tanks and all these men. It says Luke 10:19, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and all over the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. So once this power is being endowed and it come down on the men of the Lord, it's over. There's no pretty much fighting a man of the Lord when you get that power. I think it was at Micah. Oh yeah. Micah 4, I believe, in like let me see, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna say okay. I'll make her hold it. No king, travail and pain. So like your brothers, hold on. Might even be 5. I think I'm at the right. She's something like Okay, here we go. Let me deal with Micah 5 and no more worship, vengeance. Okay. Oh yes, Micah 5 and here we go. Micah 5 and I'll start at 7. It says and the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people as the dew from YAHAWAH WA YAHAWASHI, as the showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for sons of men. And the remnant of Jacob with the 144,000, them bulls gonna get busy. And then the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, because we scatter the four corners of the earth. And as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. Damn. Thy hand shall be lifted up upon thy adversaries, and all thy enemies shall be cut off. That's incredible. Because the Lord gonna use his men to be able to, to get busy and to continue to and using to cut off all those heathen. Just like Jeremiah 16:16, where it says he will make hunters. And it says, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith YAHAWAH WA YAHAWASHI, that I will cut off thy horses out of the midst of thee, and I will destroy thy chariots, and will cut off the cities of thy land, and throw down all thy strongholds. And I will cut off witchcraft cut of thine hand, out of thy hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. The graven images also will I cut off, and thy standing image also out of the midst of thee, and thou shalt no more worship the work of thy hands. And I will pluck up thy grooves out of the midst of thee, so will I destroy the cities of thy cities, and I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. Right? Because when the Lord gonna do that, He gonna do it. He gonna do it through His men. He gonna have Yahawashi on the scene. When Yahawashi come, that's gonna be part of the game. But on this time, when Esau coming like a flood, man, the Lord gonna use His men to go hard. And His power, man. I like to measure it up to like Dragon Ball Z and Marvel and like Superman, or like the boys, Homelander. Like, that power gonna be unparalleled, and it's not gonna be stopped or controlled. Because the Lord said, nothing shall by any means hurt you. And serpents and scorpions and things of that nature is like the governments and big time elites, man. He's not gonna be able to war with Jake. Let me see, what Revelations 11. Oh man, Revelations 11. Let me start at let me go to let me see. I'm sorry, I started straight to the point. Go to 3. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, which is the northern and southern kingdom, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. And these are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over the waters to turn them into blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Oh man. Hoo-wee. Wow. I'm gonna go finish off at 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them. Listen, this spiritual power that the 2 witnesses, this which is the northern and southern kingdom, when they come together, man, and they gonna do their thing, because we prophesying right now, and then it's gonna get that power is gonna be on the scene, and anybody gonna try to hurt any of the elect, it's gonna get hurt in that same manner. In all different ways, it's gonna have to go down, man. The Lord gonna raise up some big boy beasts. Matter of fact, what's that? Isaiah 41. Isaiah 41. The Lord not playing when He say he gonna raise up the tabernacle of David. He gonna make it go. He gonna make it. It's gonna get real physical out here. And the minute the Lord get that power, ain't nobody gonna be able to hang. Let me say, let me go Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and you men of Israel, I will help thee. And see what the Lord did for King David. He helped him. With Samson, He helped him. He gave them both some power that nobody was able to fuck with. Not to mention that David's mighty men had spiritual power too. And it says, I will help thee, saith YAHAWAH WA YAHAWASHI, thy Redeemer, and the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. And thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in YAHAWAH WA YAHAWASHI, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel. Listen, see that? He said He's going to make us a new threshing instrument with teeth. We are about to be some ridiculously powerful people. Yo, Lord willing, I'm one of those men, man, because, yo, listen, man, listen, you gotta look at it like this. When the Creator endows you with some power, what does that look like? I mean, you have no idea what kind of power you're gonna have, and then the scriptures are telling you that you're gonna be something very, very, very interesting. Like, yo, like power that's gonna be able to, like, I like to look up Mr. Manhattan from, like, what's that called, the Mr. Manhattan, that little blue or Dr. Manhattan from the movie what was that movie called, not the Untouchables, the well, look up Dr. Manhattan or Mr. Manhattan as far as like a character and see what he can do. That power is insane. It's like being like a little god himself. Matter of fact, let me go to the book of Zechariah 12. This is a woo. This is basically a woo, man. It says Zechariah 12:8. It says, "In that day shall YAHAWAH WA YAHAWASHI defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. He that is feeble, see, and feeble are the so-called Negroes, Latino, and the Indians. The Israelites are the feeble. And among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them." Yo, we're gonna be like gods, dog, like angels, man. Gonna be out here tripping. We about to be sitting out here getting busy. As a matter of fact, let me go and throw some salt on this real quick. Let me go back to the book of Isaiah 40 and 31. Look what the Lord said He gonna do. You can go to 29. Say He giveth power to the faint. Who the faint are the Israelites, and to them that have no might He increaseth strength. Yup. And even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord, YAHAWAH WA YAHAWASHI, shall renew their strength, like Hawk, Samson type, beast mode strength. And they shall mount up with wings as eagles. We're going to be flying, brothers. And they shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. We're going to be able to run all day. We're going to be ready to run all day. Can you imagine an entity that can do that, run all day, super strength, and can be able to fly? Sound like somebody we know, don't it? Sound like Superman or some Goku type, or some old vicious stuff like that, or whatever. The Lord going to really make that in this world. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians of the Israelites, the 144,000. You know, those men are going to, and Lord willing, I'm one of those men, and all them brothers as preach His word of horror to sincerity. I'm telling you, brother, Jacob's trouble is around the corner. And by Jacob's trouble being around the corner, that also means spiritual power is around the corner. What an honor and a privilege to have spiritual power, to fight back Esau. That's amazing. Yeah, I brought the side was edifying to you, brothers, man. Yo, listen, that was supposed to be some comfort, man. I hope that was edifying to you, brothers, man. I really wanted to put some comfort, because this Jacob trouble gonna get crazy. But to have spiritual power to defend yourself from the on high of YAHAWAH WA YAHAWASHI is just the best comfort you can ever think of, and also very fun. You know, brothers gonna really, really enjoy that power, whoever get it. Lord willing, I'm one of them. So I'm gonna give all praise to YAHAWAH WA YAHAWASHI. Yahweh, He is to be exist. Bahasham, the name, and the only begotten Son, the Lord and Savior, YAHAWASHI. Bahasham, the name, and the Holy Spirit of qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, along as true from GMS. And blessing to the my dear preaching's word with whole true sincerity. And the entire 1/3, 144,000, Lord willing, and one of those men, House of David, WYAHWAH. And shalom to you brothers out there speaking in different tongues and looking in different nations. Shalom, brothers.